with Tomorrowland? Are you happy of playing here?
I heard it was a big festival, and I've certainly seen some stuff online actually that made me think, yep, this is a really good festival to play. So really looking forward to playing. There's some good friends here as well that I know that are playing on the same stage, so and a great sunny day as well.
Exactly.
So it's a perfect day, really. Well, actually, just 2 weeks ago I played Balaton in Hungary.
How was that?
That was absolutely amazing. I think it was something like 7,000 people at the on the stage I was on, and I have to say it was very memorable. I played Zigut, the sister festival of Balaton last year, and so I knew what to expect. It was going to be very good. I played just before Paul van Dyk as well, so it was at the right peak moment. It was brilliant.
Your album Harmonic Motion is just out. Do you have a motto around this album? Do you have a concept?
The album was the first album really where I didn't have any baggage, and by that I mean the last album was my first album, and it was written at 10 years. Some of it was, you know, old material from over the last 10 years. So that album was very
better late than never, though.
Yes, better late than never. Well, hence the title. Yes, that album was about summing up what I'd done, bringing some new material at the time, and as I say, that was then done. This album was completely new. It was very much about me saying what I'm about now, and there wasn't any specific concept initially, although I have to say after a while with getting the artwork and some of the visuals and stuff, that kind of became this concept of the way it all came together, my sound and getting some really cool visuals and stuff. So the album was bringing together all the different styles of music I play, which is some vocal stuff, some electro edge stuff, and some melodies at the end of the day, you know, some groove stuff. So it was pulling it all together and trying to make an album you can listen to at home. That was my aim.
Studio that you produce your music. What kind of setup do you have?
It's a studio I have at home, but it's not a massive setup. I mean, you don't need a massive setup these days. It's just about having key elements that make the sound really good.
Do you have a favorite software, or?
I have quite a bit of favourite software that I've been using over the last few years. I would say, if I have to be boring and tell you all the intricate stuff, I would say the technical stuff. You know, Nexus. Been using a lot over the last few years. Imposca FM8. I am actually a PC user. I always have been. I mean, maybe I'm just stuck in the mud, you know, wanting to work on PC. But yeah, I use PC and Cubase.
Your feelings when you saw your single "Live Forever" staying at the Beatport Top 10 for weeks and weeks?
Well, it's an amazing feeling, you know. I mean, you never get bored of seeing you know, success, if you like, from your music, and that's what makes it all worthwhile at the end of the day. And that single was quite a surprise, actually. I didn't realise quite how long it was going to stick around. You know, it's still sticking around now. So,
do you think it's also because of the remixes? Do you think that the remixes are important today? If you want to have a good single?
Of course. I mean, you know, the two remixers, Steve Bryan and Matzo, did an absolutely fabulous job. They both brought something completely different to the track.
Now we have your second single from the album. Would you like to tell us something about this single?
Yeah, pretty much. It was the last one I finished completely, and it's called Strong Believer, and it features vocals by a German guy called Alexander Klaus.
How did you meet him?
Actually, I met him through another group that we have signed to Land Recordings called Deep Voices. We're actually releasing a track at the moment called Heart of Glass from them.
He's singing as
and
well?
He's actually singing on that, yes.
Excellent.
And yeah, I got chatting to the guy, and you know, and I said I'm writing an album. You know, I'm interested in doing something potentially, and that's how it came about. Yeah.
Care about to disagree. You
other singles would you like to release as singles?
We're going to release 2 or 3 more. I mean, you know, I don't want to announce the whole single package, but I mean, certainly from feedback, which we have to take into account, you know, on Facebook and all the like.
So you take in account of the social network?
Yeah, definitely.
Reactions,
definitely, you have to. You have to. The feedback seems to be very good for tracks like All Around Me, Harmonic Motion, and Fireworks as well. Quite interesting. I mean, it's not really a club version on the CD, so it's probably not getting much club play. But
you will do it as a club mix?
Yeah, I'm doing a club. I've done a club mix as well, so I'm playing that out as well.
Have you done any other remixes for other artists lately?
I haven't done many remixes, as I say, because of the album. Been very busy with that, but I've got a couple planned. I'm working on something at the moment for Fabio XB, Alex Bartlett. He came in.
He's a great guy.
Yeah. We did a release actually on Lange Recordings for him, and of course I remixed Off the World as well.
Are we going to see the Harmonic Motions tour starting soon?
This isn't part of the Harmonic Motion tour. I mean, it's only an hour set actually. Everyone's got an hour, so there's not so much you can do in an hour, and to play all my own stuff would be the wrong thing, really, you know. So Harmonic Motion is about a longer set. And bringing the visuals in. I mean, there will be some visuals, but...
Are you going to bring also vocalists?
Well, this is the thing as well. A lot of the tour dates that we've got lined up are having vocalists. At Balaton Sound Festival 2 weeks ago, we had Sarah Howells doing vocals.
Excellent. So
that was really good. She's absolutely incredible. And I've done 3 tracks with her now as well.
Excellent.
Yeah, love her vocal.
Your intercity radio show, how it goes?
You know, the show's been growing and growing, and the, you know, the downloads are up, very much so, growing all the time. So,
do you prepare yourself a lot to do it, or?
I do the whole show myself. You know, I wouldn't want the show to be rushed and for tracks that, you know, I wasn't really into being played. So the show is very much the best music that certainly the best music I think is out there at the moment. So that's what it's all about, providing you with the best music, and it's quite reflective of what I do play in the clubs. With the exception maybe sometimes I do play some tunes that, you know, I just wouldn't play in my set, but I think they're great musically. So. And
of course this radio show is also your compilation, the Intercity compilation. We saw the spring edition. When is the next edition? Is it going to be the autumn edition?
Well, I have to say, I haven't actually planned the next one yet.
Oh, really?
Not yet. Okay. And I mean, I've done the series quite sporadically, if you like. I mean, there was a summer and then there was a spring, and I don't want to set a schedule as such with it. I want to do it when I feel it's a good time to do it. In the next few weeks, I'm touring Asia and also Canada and the US. Okay. So I'm playing.
Do you have a favorite continent that you like to play?
Well, I have to say, Eastern Europe's probably one of my favourites, because the festivals are so good, and the crowds, you know, like say in Hungary a couple of weeks ago, the crowds just go mental, and so having that much feedback is a real delight. Definitely the most vocal, you know, they really do go for it. They go mental, their hands in the air in the breakdown.
What other things are we going to see in your label except your own releases? After the Deep Voices track?
After the Deep Voices, a few artists that we're trying to develop on the label. People like Steve Bryan, who has
also his own album.
Yes, he has his album. He's kind of switching between us and Euphonic. You know, we have an agreement with Euphonic that we kind of like avoid each other, you know, on release schedules and stuff. So Steve's given us a nice EP for the summer. It's really nice, beautiful, and that's coming up. I'm trying to think exactly when, but I think September actually. And that's the follow-up to La Gomera, which was quite a success actually, I have to say.
Exactly.
Also on the label we have people like Michael Badal as well from the US.
Do you think trance is dead then?
Trance is a certain scene, it's a certain size. Yeah. You know, Armin still plays trance, and Armin's obviously, you know, is a very big DJ and brings in you know, big crowds, and so I wouldn't say trance is dead at all. I mean, there's a lot of people who love trance and don't know it's trance. I mean, to be honest with you, to be pigeonholing everything now is kind of, it's almost wrong, and well, it's boring. It doesn't really solve anything. The thing is with trance at the moment, it's bringing in so many elements from progressive, from electro, from house, you know, and it's for me a good trance night is not just all about uplifting bang bang bang,
Exactly.
or you know, the stereotyped kind of you know the stuff I mean, the templated stuff, the formulaic stuff. Trance is very much an open scene now, where it's more interesting if it's got all different stuff. I mean, you know, people like Sander van Doorn can do all the tech trance stuff.
Yes.
It's very different to uplifting.
Yes, it's
and
very, very different trance.
so I see trance as probably one of the most open scenes, if you like, to other influences, and I think that makes it a very exciting scene. And you know, you don't know where it's going next.
Do you have a message to other people that they watch this?
Thank you very much for keeping me in this business. I have to say I've thoroughly enjoyed the
You're
last 10 years.
so talented, why not?
Don't you make me blush. But no, I really appreciate everybody's support, and I hope you enjoy the most recent album, Harmonic Motion. Thanks.